Boom. There we go. What up, everybody? How we doing? Think I got all these technical issues figured out. Should be good now. The camera's a little wonky. Boom. All right. My second screen crashed on me. So I had to figure that out because it's a little tough if you only have one screen to do all this. Especially when you're doing Game Maker. But what up, everybody? How we doing? Welcome back. Well, not back. Well, kind of back. This is my second stream with the Sandbox, and we are going to be diving into basics of the Game Maker. On Tuesdays, we're doing real basic, and then on Thursdays, we're taking a little bit more time. Gonna be kind of working through building out a game and implementing some of the stuff that we're learning along the way. I don't like how my lighting is, so I'm gonna go change that real quick. BRB. Actually, I'll change it in just a second. I'm gonna pull up Panda so she can bring you guys the latest news. Let me make sure my desktop audio is gonna play. It is. All right. Take a listen to this, and I will be right back.
Hello, all you amazing Sandbox lovers. Welcome to the news of the week. This is where we bring you the weekly up-to-date news within the Sandbox, as well as some mentions of the week, great artists, and great games that you could be playing. So the first thing for our news of the week is the Dr. Bonkers Game Jam has now started. Registration is closed. The theme has been announced, and the theme is absolutely any type of game that you wish to create. So obviously have a read through here over how to participate, the breakdown of all of the amazing sand prizes, which is a total of 100,000 sand prize pool, and catalyst packs as well will be given out to the top 10. And they show you a breakdown of the catalyst packs there. All the key dates, so January 5th registration's open, January 15th registration's closed, so they are closed now. There was a Game Jam kickoff AMA and where the theme was also revealed. February 5th is the submission deadline at 5 p.m. UTC, convert that to your local time, and the live award ceremony over on Twitch at 7 p.m. UTC on March 9th. Just for a few more days now, up until January the 22nd, Seasons Greetings event is happening. There are, once again, loads of amazing experiences that you can jump into and play. Taking part in playing these experiences and earning the EP will grant you different awards depending on whether you own land. There is a catalyst pack and a prize pool for landowners. If you only own avatars, there is a prize pool for avatar owners. And then there is a prize pool open to absolutely everyone. So you don't need any investment whatsoever to be able to take part and earn within these events. Another one of the amazing events that we have happening right now is the Path of the Legend experience. This is open to absolutely everyone to be able to earn some rewards by playing this experience, and it closes on February the 26th, so you have quite some time. We have another amazing avatar collection that you can mint right now on the Polygon network, Shin Taeyong avatar collection. We announced the Christmas Vox Edit contest earlier this week over on Vox Edit Twitter. Make sure you are following at Vox Edit over on Twitter so you can see when we open up new contests and to see those results. We also post amazing tips over on there as well for any new person starting out in Vox Edit. Check out the amazing winners' assets for the Vox Edit Christmas contest. You all did absolutely amazing. For our mention of the week, we are mentioning Rainbow Bridge Ascend. This is an experience that we actually played live on stream the other day. It was incredibly fun. There were a few areas that could probably be improved, but for a UGC experience, this was amazing and it is a great one to play with your friends. So I strongly suggest you go check this experience out. So this experience was made by Tap Nation and it's called Rainbow Bridge Ascend. Really, really well done with that experience. Go check it out. For our artist mention of the week, we're actually going to mention Pixelville again. I know we have talked about Pixelville many times. However, they have got a drop in the marketplace right now where you can buy some amazing equipment. So there is this Hamdoll hat, absolutely adorable and affordable at 18 sand. I will be grabbing one of those. I also have the Joy hat. These are on the Polygon network. If you haven't already, make sure to check out Pixelville's assets. Another mention of the week goes to Sand Geo for this absolutely fantastic asset that isn't equipment. It attaches to the chest, and honestly, I think this is probably amazing. So definitely go check out these assets. They've got quite a few different types up for sale. Very cool. Really like these, and so they are equipment. So you will be able to equip these to your avatars. That's it for the news of the week. So back to your regular scheduled content. Goodbye from me.
Goodbye, Panda. Oh, we're gonna get her again. Exit full screen. Open that up just in case we need it. Good stuff, though. Congrats again to all the Vox Edit contest winners and participants. Those are all super awesome. And I also gotta go check out that San Geo wearables that he's got going on. Those look like fun. I might have to pick up one of those, especially for, I think it was like 8 sand. Not a bad deal for sure. Let's shout out everyone in the chat. Thank you guys for being here. Hopefully the audio was good on that because you guys hear Panda good going over the news of the week. Shout out. Thank you for being here. Bitfox, Vox Machina. I can't read your name because it's in red and my eyes are great. Pepin W, Carva, Hoddle, Ryko. What up, Ryko? Pickaxe Master, GMAE. So today, now that we got the news out of the way, I like that I can just play the video, and have Panda do it instead of me fumbling through it. That's great. Thanks for that, Panda. So today I decided that we are going to start kind of building out just on a 1x1. I think this will give everyone a good understanding of the basics, and as we go along and continue to build out this 1x1, we will learn new things, add new things to it, and make it into a fun, most likely multiplayer experience that we can all go and play around in eventually once it gets to that point. But for now, so let me gather my thoughts. So on Tuesday, I'm doing this stream Tuesdays and Thursdays, 2 a.m. UTC. That's 8 p.m. Central Time. And on Tuesdays, we're doing a 1-hour stream, and we're going to be doing very basic tutorials, exploring different concepts and stuff like that. We're going to start off that series by going through the different tutorials that are inside of the Game Maker. I think I showed this last time, but if you go to the templates tab and then go over to this first filter window, you can scroll down a little bit and you see tutorials. So we are going to work our way through these different tutorials, and then these tutorials are going to teach us how to do different things inside of the Game Maker, and then we're going to go and implement those different things into our game. We'll also find other different tutorials and stuff out there. I know Cyber Dragon has been putting out a lot of different tutorials on his YouTube channel, so maybe we'll use some of his stuff and work through that and then add that into our game as well. Um, but but yes, this is very much just a Game Maker 101. Um, that is actually what we're titling the Tuesday stream is Game Maker 101. And then so good call, Pickaxe Master. And then on Thursdays, which is today, this is going to be a 2-hour stream, and we are both going to use the concepts that we've been discovering and probably expand on those because we're probably not going to have enough time to go through the tutorials and implement it all on the Tuesday stream. So then this Thursday stream will give us more time to go and implement that into the game that we're building together. So please, everyone in the chat, feel free to chime in, give me suggestions, tell me what you want me to do while we're building through the game. I want this to be as much your game as it is mine. And then also a suggestion that I suggested last time, but if you are trying to learn and you're new to the Game Maker, I do recommend you maybe watch this and follow. I guess there's two different ways you could do it. Watch this and then catch the replay and follow along on the replay, or just follow along while you're watching this and kind of experiment along the way. That might not be a bad way to do it if you can catch this live. And then as you are kind of trying to do what we're doing on screen in your game maker, if you come across anything and you have any questions or you need clarity, please chime in the chat and let me know, and I can definitely stop and try and help you out. So this is definitely for anyone that's new to Game Maker. If you're not new to Game Maker, love having you in the chat. Please, you guys are going to be my lifesavers a lot of times. Chiming in, let me know what I'm doing wrong, what I'm doing dumb. Maybe there's a better way to do something. All you guys are super smart and know a lot about the Game Maker. So I'm very, very basic. I've been working inside of the Game Maker and Vox Edit and everything with the Sandbox for about 3 to 4 years now. But I've never really gone too deep into the logic side of things. So we're going to be learning a lot of this together as we go. So all the help from you guys in the chat is super appreciated too. But either way, I'll figure it out along the way, and we will learn together. So let's go. Suggestion: Bomberman, like the game Bomberman. I feel like that's a game. Now you got me curious. Bomberman. As in make the game Bomberman. Yes, it is a game. That's what this is. Okay, perfect. Oop, I don't have it on the screen so you guys can see it. This is exactly what I was envisioning. So I did connect the dots. Bomberman would be fun to try and build out. Maybe that'll be a good place to start as far as once we start thinking about logic and stuff. Um I would have to go back and kind of learn how the game played. I do I do kind of remember it a little bit, but good suggestion. PvP arena dropping bombs. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I like it. I really do actually like that suggestion. Great. I shouldn't sound. I don't know if I sound surprised, but thank you, Big Axe Master. Um, that is a great suggestion. I'm going to actually copy this and hopefully not show you all of my secrets in my Asana. Got it moved. There we go. Um, why is my Asana not working? Come on. Oh, it's because I opened the wrong app. That's why. Sorry, give me 5 seconds and we'll be back to your regularly scheduled program. I opened Todoist. I want to open Asana. I'm just going to add this to my list of notes so that we can make sure that I don't forget. Because those of you that know me know that I can be a little forgetful. I don't know why that is. TSP streams, concepts, and stuff to explore. Bomberman. Oh, God damn it. Bomberman game. And open this up. Drop this link in here. Boom. All right, perfect. Thank you for that suggestion. All right, let me get this guy broken down. Dang. Too many windows. I need 4 screens. It's confirmed. We'll be all right, though. We'll be all right. All right. Let me actually subtract the mundo that so I can actually see what I need to see. There we go. All right. Like I said, good reco. Where was I? Templates. So yes, we're going to be working through these tutorial templates on the Tuesday streams, and then after we kind of learn those, we'll come over on Thursdays and start really implementing it. We might have a little bit of time on the Tuesday one, but we'll have much more time here. So unfortunately, not that we really got all that much accomplished on Tuesday, but after I turned the stream off, I went to save our progress, realized I hadn't saved at all that entire time. So we didn't get to save what we did last time, which is totally fine. So, because it was just me showing you some random stuff. So we are going to go ahead and create another one. We're just going to go with an empty theme again. And we're going to do it on a 1x1. And we'll call it basics game 0.1, the basics, and create the experience. Now you get to see how to create an experience again if you are super new and have never done that before. And then from here, we will start placing blocks. So I went through all of the navigation stuff on the initial stream. So if you missed that and you are super new, the recording to that should be up on our YouTube, the Sandbox YouTube, here shortly. You could go watch that, but real quick, basic concept. If you hold down the Alt button and use your left clicker on your mouse, that allows you to rotate the camera. And then if you're holding the Alt button and you use your right clicker, that pivots the camera is what I'm going to go with. I don't know the technical term. And you can also use AWSD to move around while also moving the camera. And C and spacebar move you up and down. C down, spacebar up. E and Q pivot the camera as well. And yeah, that's about all I'm going to go for with that. But to start off this adventure that we're going to go on, let's just start by maybe we're going to want to let's break this into 4 quadrants, and then we'll use one of the quadrants at a time, and then maybe we'll figure out how to tie it all together. But I think that's a good idea. So what should we divide? We'll just use sand for now. I think sand will stick out the most. So to divide our quadrants, we are just going to run some sand all the way to the end. And to do this, I am holding down let me get a little bit closer so you can see. You see how it's green? That means you're going to be placing a block. We went over this last time. If you're right clicking, it turns red. So that means you're deleting blocks. Control Z is going to put that back. But then if you hold Control, you see how it pops that block into the ground? This holding Control allows you to replace blocks. And then with the left click button, I'll just do it all over the place like that. You are now replacing blocks every time you left click. Let's undo that though. So what we're going to do is we're going to hold the left control button and we're going to pull it all the way down here. And then again, holding the left control button, we will drag it all the way up to the top and all the way down to the bottom. Now we have 4 perfect quadrants because the starting point is placed in the very center block. So lucky us, we don't have to count. We can base it off of that. So that's super nice. What up, escape room artist ERA? Thanks for tuning in. I gotta check something on my phone real quick. Apologies. Just want to make sure everything's good. Everything is good. Perfect. Thanks for dropping by, ERA. So, we are starting to build out. I wish there was a compass or something so you knew what direction you were facing. Is there a way to know what direction you're facing? Anyone know that? Other than loading in? This is what I always do to figure out the direction. I always place a block somewhere so then when I load in, I can tell which way I'll be facing. So we're going to place a block in that quadrant. So how our screen is angled, that's going to be the top right. But that may not be once we load in because I've rotated around a bunch. So to switch over to game mode or player mode, you can just hit the tab button on your keyboard, TAB. That's going to load you in. And we are loading in. Shout out Funguys. Got the fungi avatar equipped right now. But we loaded in facing this way. I call this direction north. I'm not actually 100% if that's how it works, but that's how it works in my brain. So we loaded in facing north this way, and the block is actually behind us to the right. So get out of here. So now this is actually the direction that we're going to load in. North is up here. So I think what I'm going to do is do something simple. Let's do this. Let's do bink, 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 bink. Something, just a very, very basic arrow. Now we got an arrow pointing north. Find the side of the tree the moss grows on, then you'll know where north is. All right, let's try that. Okay, now we have a tree. And do we have any moss? Unfortunately, no moss. No moss. Good try though. But okay, so the arrow, the arrow's pointing north. So now we know where north is on the map. Let's just double check it one last time. Load in, and there we can see off in the distance the arrow. So that is north, and that is the direction that we are facing. I'm glad you get my humor, ERA. So now we know. Now, long-winded way of explaining how to figure out which direction north is. Now that we're loaded in, we're gonna start we're gonna start with the southwest quadrant, and this is what we're gonna start working on today. I wanted to start off by just kind of doing some terraforming, and um, once we get some terraforming done, then we'll move on to placing assets, and then um, I don't know, just kind of go from there. And maybe, just maybe, we'll use another quadrant for our Bomberman exercise. Um, I think that's also a good idea. So let's use the bottom left, southwest as our first little experiment. Let's make sure I can save. I don't know what was going on last time, but it didn't allow me to save. Changes saved. All right. That's reassuring. So we have our nice pretty arrow saved. So we're good. Nothing to worry about. Thinking. Yeah, let's do a little terraforming in the southwest, and then maybe the southeast. We will go ahead and start setting up a little Bomberman course, and then maybe from there on Tuesday we'll dive into some tutorials that will potentially help us get Bomberman set up. Sound good? Sound like a good strategy? I feel like it's pretty good thing, pretty good way to start things off. And then obviously this the one by ones are pretty damn big, and you can easily knock out all of this down here and start building more games or levels down below. Maybe put in an elevator somewhere so you can get down there, or just do or we could figure out how to do teleporting and use the teleporting to teleport us to different games. But that's the plan, and a plan is always a plan. So until the plan becomes chaos, and then it's a chaotic plan. All right. So, do we want to pick out? Nah. Let's just start off. Let's just start. Let's just. Yeah. Let's just start off by. We're gonna use the sand block, and we are going to go through terraforming again. So I explained this a little bit on Tuesday, but we'll go over it again just in case you weren't here. So um, the way that I like to approach terraforming is by using a sphere a lot of times to kind of paint some of the area if it's going to be going up or down. You can delete as well, but you could also use the cube or the diamond. I just like the sphere for this, but to reiterate on what we talked about last time, whenever you're using this module, is what we're gonna call it up here. I don't know what this is called. This little module up in the top right, you can switch between free, which is one block at a time, but you can obviously drag and make things happen. That was too much. You can do diamond. Now remember, I showed you this on the last stream, but when you're using diamond, it is also placing blocks below ground. So if you were to place this diamond here, it appears that you're only placing blocks above ground. But if you place the blocks and then we go in and investigate, oop, wrong, you will find that you did place blocks underground as well. And that can be an issue. So keep that in mind when you're using these tools to place blocks, that sometimes you don't see everything that you're placing. So for example, if you had something built under here, maybe a tunnel or something, whatever. We'll use a tunnel for an example. The these blocks could have ended up blocking that tunnel or wrecking whatever you had going on underneath here, and then you're gonna have to go back in and kind of fix that and polish things up. So just keep that in mind that you could be accidentally breaking something if you place using that tool. So we're gonna leave that there just for now, just because it's a good way to kind of show that example. Um, Ask me why I know this because I think I mentioned that I like to terraform using the sphere, but one time back in the day when I didn't realize that it was actually placing blocks below ground too. I messed up a lot of stuff that I spent a lot of time on and then had to go back and spend more time fixing it. So I just want to nip that in the butt before you guys make the same mistake. Learn from me. What up, Play Games for Fun? How you doing? But let's use just to kind of show you what I mean by painting. Um, I like to use, like I said, the sphere, and you can just kind of, like if you're trying to do some mountains or something, you can paint along like this. You can add it up a little bit more. Get a little more peakage up there. I don't know. This happened last time as well. I don't know why we're getting some blocks up in the air every once in a while. They're like glitchy blocks too. You can see from this angle that they're like glitchy blocks. So I don't know what's going on up there, but just ignore the floating blocks. But this is what I mean by terraforming with the sphere. You can, and like I said before, you can also adjust the different shape of it. So how high it's going, the depth, the width. I like to do probably right around a 5, 6, probably 6, 6 for all three to start with, anyways. Slowly finishing working. I'm doing good. Thanks for asking. Enjoying streaming for the Sandbox and going over basics. This is good for me and good for you guys. Like I said earlier, I think I know I said it earlier on last stream. I took a little bit of a break from the game maker over the last year, probably. I've dabbled, I've touched it here and there, but haven't done too much in it over the last year. I did a lot, probably like 2 years ago, is when I was really diving into it and messing around. But over the last year, I didn't do a whole lot of game maker stuff, particularly because I heard that point 0.9 was coming, and I just wanted to kind of wait for that because it sounded like there's going to be a lot of changes, and there definitely was. So now I'm ready to dive on in and start learning with y'all, and we're gonna do it together. So I definitely know the general stuff, but we're gonna figure it out as we go together. And I'm gonna just see where we go and see what we come across. So um, I was also gonna show you can also do the opposite. So you can also delete using this tool, and it can give you a nice little pond or something. So that's another way to use the tool. And again, you are using the right click button to delete, left click to place. I'm just holding and dragging when I'm terraforming. So you just are holding and dragging while you're doing that. And same with this, only the right click button. What up, Naka? Thanks for being here again. I remember you from last stream. Hope you're having a good day. If you are, Is this a GM for you? I don't know if you are in an Asian country, but seems to me that your that your name is written in some sort of Asian script first. So, welcome. Good morning. I was in Bali and was going to be exploring Southeast Asia. Unfortunately, we had to come back due to a death in the family, but um, I love Asia. We were gonna be on our way to Malaysia. Would we still be in Malaysia right now? I don't know. I was gonna go visit Frenemy, get a tattoo, talk to him about what he's doing in the sandbox. If you guys don't know Frenemy is teamed up with Tempest Studio to build um, Imaginarium is what it's called. They're building a game called Imaginarium inside of the sandbox. Tempest Studio is with Frenemy, and Frenemy lives in Malaysia. He might be on stream. He said he was going to watch while he was riding the train to work. Dankoy! Dankoy's been a subscriber at tier 1 for 4 months. Let's go. Hype. Thanks for subscribing, homie. Hope you're having a good day. So and then another thing is we went over this on the last stream as well. If you use the right control, if you hold right control and click, it fills in that entire layer is what we're gonna say. So I'm gonna undo that. So see this whole floor area, it actually, you can see the grid. So the grid is covering everywhere that it's going to fill in. And then if you hold right control and click, it fills it in. And now if you do it again, it's going to also fill in out to there. And then if you do it again, it'll fill in up to there. I kind of actually like having one step down. I think that looks kind of nice. I don't know. Or should we bring it all the way to the top? Maybe bring it all the way to the top and then do a little bit of sand around it. So again, hold control. That pops it down into the ground so that you're replacing the block that you're touching. And then it's swapping those grass blocks out with sand blocks. So now we're going to have, we are going to have a nice little sandy rim around, around our make it a little bit wider. We're getting a nice little sand rim around our little pond. Who knows what this will turn into, or if it even stays like this, but it'll be fun to see what happens with all of this as we continue to build out this game. And right now I'm just kind of placing, kind of making it look homey. Don't like that. And I don't know about you guys, but whenever I'm building in the sandbox, I do a lot of control Z's. So, and control Y's to try and decide what I want it to look like. But, oops, that's not what I wanted to do. Control Z is gonna undo what you did last, and Control Y would redo what you did. In case you don't know those commands. And actually, I don't really like that. But I think that's good. Now we got a nice little pond area with some sand around the edge. Maybe we'll have to add a bigger sandy spot so we can hang out by the water side. Maybe put some recliners there eventually. We'll see. But just kind of showing you guys, like I said, the basics of how to start terraforming and creating a world of your own. Showing you that it is actually quite easy. And also showing you some of the pitfalls to avoid. So from here, I think we could. I don't know. Who knows what this area? Who knows what this whole thing is going to turn into? Let's be honest. But I did really like Pickaxe Master's suggestion of Bomberman. So maybe we just to kind of segue over to a more strategized build. Let's move over to this chunk here. Maybe we should go up one. I don't know. Nah, we'll just use this one. We'll go right here. And this is going to be our Bomberman area. So to start building Bomberman, first, let's pull up our Bomberman tab, which seems to have lost. We've lost it. That's all right. Bomberman, pulling up Bomberman right now. And let's think about. I might have to go and actually watch. But I believe, if I remember correctly, that at least the solid looking ones will always be there. So let's open this. Da, 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 da. Just want to see a bigger image of this. Let's just open it up in here. That's not really doing anything for us. There we go. I mean, you guys aren't going to be able to see this, but this is what we're working on. I wonder, is there a way to have Game Maker up without covering up something like that, but still have it? I don't know. Have you guys found a good way to like have a reference image up on the same screen while you're building something? If you know of anything, let me know. What up, old salty? Sorry, gotta check something here. Real quick. Okay, but we back. Suggestion. Bombs get spawned on the map. As soon as you pick them up, it triggers a timer with 5 seconds. After 5 seconds, boom. You better drop it and not be nearby. Okay. That's kind of what I was remembering. Thank you for the guidance. So if we were to build out this arena, I mean, this is going to be very simple. um, would you recommend starting to build out the solid blocks with blocks, or should I wait and do a little bit more research on how this is all gonna actually work out? I guess unless you think not, we can at least start by just doing that. Let's open this up and we're gonna move over to we're gonna find a block that we like that is the color of stone. But I don't like this. And it doesn't have to look identical. I kind of actually like the cobblestone. Let's use the cobblestone with grass. So, and I'm gonna need to move this up here. That should work. So to get started on building out this map. And right now we're just kind of, like I said, just hopping around, figuring out a few different things, showing you guys how to place blocks, build stuff, terraform. Then we'll start placing some assets. But since we have these two ideas, let me bring this guy back here for a second. I don't know. This is probably gonna be good to kind of model after. So the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. I'm assuming by 15. So let's start with that. We'll go a 15 by 15 for the outside. Oh, I like it. We're getting ideas. So, can we use the timer with health comp? Good question. Can we? The only way to find out is to try. But first things first, I would like to see if there's. Ooh, one thing that I would really like to see added is a counter. So, what I mean by that is while you're dragging, it would be nice if it had a counter somewhere on the screen that would tell you how many blocks you've gone. I think that would be super nice and handy and useful. But neither here nor there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So 15 by, whoops, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. And then we will connect these. That looks right. So this will be our first little arena. Huddle with a watch streak. Currently on a 3-stream streak. Let's go. J-Dog comes in and flexes on her with a 35-stream streak. You guys are crushing it. All right, so then, okay, I'm gonna bring this back. I wish I didn't have to just keep dragging this back and forth, but I guess that's just what we're gonna have to do. So we got the outside barrier placed. Show off. That's what I say. Asev.com. So we're gonna do, looks like there's gonna be think I got it. So we're going to place another block right here. And then every other. So these are going to be the permanent blocks that do not move. I think everywhere is like that, yes? All the way down? Yes. $35 is impressive. Issues with it working all the time. With Twitch recognizing that you tuned in. Also, just popped in my head, great thing to get in the habit of is saving your work. So Control S can save, or if you want, you can go up to File and save. But always get in the habit of saving your work, just in case something crashes. You don't want to have to go back and redo everything you just did. J-Dog, my jobs allow me to listen, but I rarely able to text and chat. Hey, thanks for being here and texting in this one. Appreciate you, dog. Okay, so we got the foundation for the game placed. I want to see what it's like to run around in there as a should we bring this over here? Boom. As an avatar. So let's load in. And get on in there. Okay, so one thing feels tight. Do you think we want it to be this tight? Or do you think we should make it double size? We're gonna have to for sure make these too tall so you can't climb up on top of them. But what do you guys think? Do you think we're gonna want it to be this tight, or do you think we should double it? I feel like doubling it is the move, but I could be wrong. If we double it, let's keep it small for now, and we can just figure it out from there. Unless you guys really do think that making it double size is gonna be beneficial, we can just keep it small for now. So we got this. We got our playing field set. I'm going to do a few things. So first, I'm going to add a layer here so that we cannot, oops, get in and out. And we're also going to add these. You can't climb on top of them. Boom, boom, boom. The best thing about, in my opinion, about learning to build while you're building is that you are going to do things that make no sense, and you will realize that and you'll learn. You'll say, oh, shit, I definitely shouldn't have done that, and you'll never do that again. And the nice thing about learning while you watch somebody else stream while they're building is that you get to learn those mistakes and not mistakes, those beneficial stuff as well, without um, without making that mistake yourself. I don't know why, but I'm just prettifying this because I want it to be pretty. Boom, 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 boom. Now we have ourselves an arena. And for right now, I'm just going to get rid of this so we have an entrance and an exit. Save it. Now let's see what it looks like. And this is awesome. So now we have a direction, which I love. We have a game that we're going to start developing. And now we can use, how much time do we got left? 45 minutes ish. We can use the rest of today to start trying to figure out what kind of logic we want to implement. Honestly, I have no idea. I'm gonna have to research the game a little bit, but first things first, we could probably figure out how to drop the bombs and have them explode. I think is probably going to be one of the first things that we can figure out. But the reason I was bringing that up is then now I'm going to have something that we can use for Tuesday to start researching and learning on the Tuesday stream, and then we'll be able to carry that over and implement it on the Thursday streams. But let's just check this out. How does this feel? Kind of claustrophobic, to be honest. Let's see. Okay, now I'm curious. I'm gonna, now that I spent all that time prettifying it, I'm going to see what happens. I need to see what happens if we build it bigger. So we're gonna go up here and we're gonna make it double size. We're gonna have enough space for that? I think so. So this was 15 by 15. We're gonna go 30 by 30. I don't know if we're gonna have 30. Are we? Let's see. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. Holy shit. Couldn't be more perfect. Okay, so we got 30 there. We'll go 30 here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Oh, that would have been easy to just know that that was 15. And then 15 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Now we can drag it across. Actually, let's just do this. And then we'll do this. See what I'm doing here? Right clicking, dragging, releasing. Easy. Okay, so now we have a double size of that. Wondering if double size is going to mean that we do double size pillars too. What do you think? What do you think, chat? We do double-sized pillars. Does that make sense? So we're gonna want two spaces, two spaces, two spaces, two spaces. Nope, that does not quite work. 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let me see something though. 2, 3, 4. Nope. 5, 6. Okay. Well, let's just do that. And I guess we don't, oops, don't have to be quite as big. Which works. So what do we do? We're going to bring the wall into here. Right? And then the wall here. Okay. I wish it didn't do that every time you selected a block. But whatever. But I think that'll work though. So now we're gonna go 2, 2. I'm like crooked. I don't like it. Two, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2. So this is gonna be cool, I think. Interesting that doubled it, but not quite doubled it. I don't understand that math. If anyone does, please advise / help me explain. 'Cause that's one thing. One thing I always have struggled with is like planning and laying out so that it works with how everything needs to be square voxels. Okay, but I have a feeling this is gonna feel better running around. And I think it'll be easier whenever you're carrying a bomb around as well to be that big. But let's check. Yeah, definitely. I do have a feeling though that if we, well, let's just see. If we do build this wall up, go away. We build this wall up. And make a door. Okay, this is all right. It is gonna get a little fucky. If you go down too low, so you're gonna have to keep your mouse zoomed out a little bit, I think. But overall, I think that's gonna be all right. Let's see what happens if I build these up. Oh, get over the top of it. Boom, 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 boom. Could use some music, man. That's one thing. I wish it was cool to just stream music, like any music. You know? That'd be so nice. All right, let's see what this looks like. Let's jump on in. Okay, good. Yeah, if you get too low, it's gonna fuck up your view, but otherwise, I think you're gonna be all right. It's better now that it's bigger. Well, it worked. It works like this too. But yeah, you can't get low. I feel good about it being bigger though. I think it's gonna be easier to move bombs around. And we'll make the bomb big, so it always blocks the entire runway, because that's kind of part of the game, is being able to block people in. If I remember correctly, we're building Bomberman, or a game inspired by Bomberman. Not exactly Bomberman. So let's get out of there, and we can prettify this one now. But first, let's delete these. We're gonna leave the small version just in case we decide it makes more sense to do it small. Then we have that there. Or maybe that can be I don't know, a different kind of mini game. But first, I think we still should prettify it, right? It seems like because it's bigger, it should be bigger these too. But I don't know. Again, it's all trial and error. We'll try 2, 2, 2. I should have gone over here. 2, 2. Hmm. Maybe like that. The 2, 2, and then a big one in the middle. 2, 2. Big one in the middle. 2, 2. 2, 2. Reminder, left click, drag, place block. Left click, drag, place block. Also, something that we haven't really needed to do yet, but I'll show you. Pretend we wanted these pillars to be super tall. You can left click, drag, get it to the size or whatever you want it to be on this level. Hold shift, drag up. Now you have a tall pillar. That's unnecessary for what we're doing right now, but figured I'd show you. You can do that with one block as well. You don't have to do the drag and then shift, but one block. Oops. Place, shift, go. But you do need to place it first. If you hold shift before placing it, it just does this. So you need to place, left click. Now hold shift. Now you can drag. And you can drag both directions, but obviously you can't go down. Make sense? 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 3, 4, 2, 2. There we go. Now it's prettified. And we will, where should we put the door? Maybe here. Save. Confirm. How are we feeling about this, chat? Any questions? I know a lot of you guys aren't basic bitches, but if you are new, please feel free to chime in. And if you're not new, like I said, help me out. Tell me what I'm doing wrong. All right. So we're in. This all seems to work great. Oh, you want to know something I just realized today? I don't know how long it's been like this. Ooh, I almost ran up that somehow. But want to know something I realized today? If you go in water, you now have an oxygen bubble, which is dope. That's new. Newer. I don't know how new. You guys might already know about it. But that was pretty cool to discover. Now we have our small and our large. I don't really like that the door's over there. Let's make the door over here. That's like the same. All right. Next, we'll do that because I have OCD. We could use our little trick here. Hold shift, drag up, fill that in. And then we will make the door there. Now there's our door. I'm gonna move our starting platform over here. And look at that. And I think the idea we'll figure out a way to allow, I don't know if we'll count how many people enter or if we'll just let it be a free for all and have it be a timer for how many people enter, and then the door will close. But we'll put a door here eventually. But yeah. I like this. Good suggestion, Pickaxe Master. Bomber Man. And then we got some random stuff going on over here. Trying to think what I was gonna show y'all over here. I mean, just kind of, we can just go over kind of assets and stuff again. So to find different assets, this is going to show both assets that you have in your wallet reminder, all assets are NFTs. So it'll show you either assets you have in your wallet and also all of the free assets that you can use inside of the game. So you can see here that these are labeled basic, 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 owned. So this means I own this one. This is the Alpha Dragon from Alpha Season 1. Basic, 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 basic. So all these are basic. These are all the free stuff. Test avatar. But then all you need to do to place things, you could drag it into your little toolbox up here if you like, or you can just click it right from here. That selects it. And then you can go ahead and place it in here. Well, we don't need to place it in here, but maybe we'll have a dragon at the top of this mountain. So you can place your dragon. You can use shift to snap it on the grid, or you can just place it wherever you would like. And you got a nice little dragon atop the mountain. And I think we'll talk about this a little bit. So then you can use the move button to now select things, not blocks, but assets that you would like to move. And now your asset is selected. You can use the arrows. You click one arrow, you can slide it along that axis and that axis alone. You can hold shift while doing that, and it's going to snap it to the grid. And see how it snaps it to the center of the square. So wherever the pivot point is, I'm going to snap it right there in the center. You can also grab a different arrow. So if you wanted to move him up or down for some reason, maybe you want him to be flying. So you can drag him up into the air. But I want him to be standing on the ground. You can also, let's think, I can't quite remember what button you push. There is or was a button to take an asset that is in the air and snap it to the nearest ground. I thought it was, for some reason I thought it was insert, but that doesn't seem right. Let's see. Is it going to be in controls? No, insert is placing air blocks, which I've never really gotten a good grasp on. If anyone has any recommendations on placing air blocks, let me know. But object ground snap, end. Do I have an end button? I don't believe I do. Huh. How did I ever do that? If I don't have an end button. Is there a hotkey for end? Anyways. You can also just shift click and drag it to the ground. And along with the move, oh, also, while we're talking about it, a couple of things. This asset has predator behavior on, which is why you see this box around it. So it will be a predator to anyone that enters that box. You can see the chasing area. You can adjust the size of the chasing area. So if you wanted it to be bigger or smaller, you could do 2 by 2 by 2 or whatever you like. You could also do larger, 10. So this is the x-axis, the y-axis can be 2 or 1. And then the z-axis, which if you want it to be a square, would be 10. Now, anyone within that radius will get attacked. And if you want to also go, let's just do 10 all around. Now, he's going to attack anyone, pretty much anyone that comes on the mountain. It'll be safe if you just sneak up here, but he will attack if you get anywhere near him. Let's leave it like that just to kind of demonstrate. But also, while we're in here, you are able to go over to this rotate button, and now you can either rotate however you would like, or shift click, and then that'll snap him. I'm just gonna get him over here, and then we're gonna also, oh, this is also what I was gonna show you. If you want to drag him around and keep him on this plane, this level, you can get it so that it highlights, see how the white square shows up here, and it's the floor level. You can also get it to do, I don't know, the vertical level. So if you do the vertical level, you can slide them up and down like this and all around. And if you do the horizontal ground level, you can slide him around like this and see how he stays on that level, but anywhere on that level you can place him. You can't bring him up or down, but anywhere. So we're gonna get him a little bit more in the center there. I like that. That's a good place for him. Now, after all of our hard work, we might as well save it. And then we'll tab in. And we'll go check him out. So remember, we had it so that if you climbed up here, he's not going to attack you. But there will be a point where he does. Yep, I think we crossed it. So now he's coming for us. Can't seem to figure out how to get to us, which is a good thing. Now he's found us. And we don't have a weapon, so we can't fight him. I mean, I think we could still punch him. Yeah, you can still punch him. Oh, fall damage. But that brings us to a good... I actually didn't know that there was fall damage. Was that fall damage? It is! Nice! I like that they added fall damage, too. Alright, little fucker. So, let's tab out. Say you wanted to add a weapon to the avatar so that the player is spawns with a weapon. We'll go into how you can place weapons that characters that players can pick up at a later date. But for right now, if you wanted your character to spawn with a weapon, you can go into the player tab up here at the top left, and then down here you can decide what they are equipped with. So, and there's also a toggle for allow players to start with their own equipment. So if you toggle this to true, then a player can start and equip stuff from their inventory. Otherwise, if it's false, they can't. But then you can also decide if they start with something. So for example, I have a gold pickaxe. Shout out Pickaxe Master. We can have them start with a gold pickaxe. Excuse me. And an alpha shield. Why not? So then, go ahead and save that again just because I want to ingrain that into your brain to keep on saving. Especially one thing, man, I got something in my throat. But one thing that I try and get in the habit of is before I load in or hit tab. You can also hit play up here in the top right. But before I load in to test something, I always save because the few times that I've had the game maker crash, I've only had a few occurrences of this, but the few times that have happened have been while it's loading in to test something. So I would definitely recommend always saving before you hit tab or before you click this play button up here. So now we load it in and you can see our fungi, who does not have any arms, now has started with a golden pickaxe and an alpha shield, like a stud. Now we can come over here, see if we can pick a fight with this bad boy. He murked us. How hard does the alpha dragon bite? Pretty hard, apparently. Ooh. Blocked. Get blocked. Blocked and parried. Block parry. And I believe block parry inflicts damage to the person. Oh, damn. Yeah, one hitter. So if you block parry, the attacker gets a little bit of damage, and if you just block, obviously you just don't get damaged. And for newbies, a couple different things you should know about fighting. Left click is to swing your weapon. This fucker's gonna just chase us. Left click is I don't want to kill him though, because I want to talk through this. Left click is to swing your weapon. Right click and hold is to block. And then if you hold the left click button, you can power up and do a power attack. Kill this again. Don't know what happened there. I'm pretty sure we hit him and died. And he died. So maybe he attacked us while we killed him. But now he's dead. And we were victorious. Fall damage. I love that there's fall damage. Oh, now we're going to be stuck here. We should fix that just in case. Just in case we leave this like this. That's another thing to keep in mind. You don't want to have areas on your map that players can get stuck in. So something like this, there's no way for somebody to get out of this. So the only way that they would be able to get out is to do /respawn, but you don't always want to do that. So try your best to avoid situations like that. Now there's stairs to get out, just in case. So now, just to demonstrate, you'd be able to, if you do find your way down there. Oops, I fell down. Oh no, I can't get out. Oh wait, yes I can. There's stairs now. Okay, makes sense. Makes sense. Alright, so for Bomberman 1, I'm going to research Bomberman the game and make sure I get a better understanding of how the game works and what kind of logic we're going to need to implement. But I do think that, Danko, you may be onto something with, what did you say? You said, I don't want to quote you wrong. Can we use the timer with health comp? And I will look into that, but I think you might be onto something. And I want to also take note of that. Timer with health comp. So take notes. Where is my notes? And like I said, if you guys ever have any recommendations or questions, please let me know. List of concepts to explore. Bomberman game. Bomberman. Subtasks. Timer with health. Perfect. We got that put in there. I'm saving because I took a note. Habit. That's what I'm talking about. Make sure you make these things habits. Okay, so we went over how to add assets. What all did we do today? Talked a little bit about terraforming. We figured out how to figure out which direction north is on the map. Or when I say north, it's the direction that when you spawn, your character is facing. I believe that's north. Could be wrong. And we also were able to come up with a small Bomberman course as well as the large one. I think the large one is going to be the one that we're going to start with and see how that works, but maybe we'll find that we want it to be small, which is why I left this one, just in case. And then also showed you guys how to do a little bit of terraforming as far as using the shapes when you're using the painter tool. So you can use the sphere shape to paint some nice mountains. You can also use it to delete to create some nice water. What else did we come across today? Oh, we talked about using control, the right control button, holding down right, or is it right control? Holding down right control and clicking places it everywhere on that level. We use that for the water so that we could fill this in layer by layer instead of having to drag and drop all the blocks in there. Made that super quick and easy. Also discussed don't make mistakes and boo-boos by using these diamond, cube, or spheres because they do place blocks underground as well. So you don't want to mess up something under the ground that you may have built or done. And think. Talked about placing assets, and we addressed both how to move your asset around as well as rotate with the two different tools on the left here. And I showed that you can rotate on this plane. You can also rotate on the other planes as well. So if you wanted to make them crooked for some reason, you can do that. And because he has default predator behavior set up, we talked about the predator box and how you can adjust the chasing area by changing these numbers here. You can also change the speed at which the predator moves. And that is, the number here is the amount of blocks traveled per second while walking. And then whenever he's chasing, this is the speed. And this is the attack damage. So yes, he does do a shit ton of damage. And he has a health component of 100 health. You can max him all the way up to 1038. I wonder if you can do more than that. Can you do like 5000? If you just type it in. Nope. Max is 1038. We're going to keep it at 100. But I think we're pretty good. So on Tuesday's stream, we will dive back into some basics. And I think what I want to do, and maybe let's take a little bit of time just to save it one more time, just for funsies. Take a little bit of time just to peek at the templates. We're gonna go back to the main menu. That's File, Main Menu, Confirm. And then we're gonna go to the templates and let's just check out the tutorial templates here and see if there's any tutorials that I think might come into play for Bomberman. Collisions in physics? Possibly. Conditional events? Also possibly. Counter quest? Maybe. Death quest? Yes, I think so. Door and key? I don't believe, but I will have to review. Effects? That shows you all the effects. The visual effects. Enemies and combats. Maybe. Again, I don't know. I haven't done any of these tutorials, so I don't know exactly what they're doing. I'm just kind of basing it off of the title. Enemy waves, no. Fighting, no. We won't be able to fight. We will be able to place bombs that hurt other people, though. Level up, yes. I think we'll be able to do something with leveling up. Message quest, probably useful. What's on page 2? Platforms and collect quest, platforms and puzzles. I don't think we'll need either of those. Point race. I think we might need that. I don't remember how you win but we're gonna be tracking points. So this definitely could come in handy. Population. I don't even know what that's doing. But maybe. Random number. Possibly. Respawn and parkour. We might need to touch on respawning. Because if somebody dies, are we going to want them to they have lives? We might have to figure out how to track lives and respawn back inside, or if they don't have lives, respawn outside. Rules 101, that goes into the rules system, which we'll probably want to touch on that for sure. Shop, we won't need to shop, I don't think. Text and dialogue, always good to know. Time trials, will it be timed? I don't know. It might be. And then victory and defeat, I think that'll be good. So we definitely have plenty of different tutorials that we can dive into. I will try and figure out which one makes sense to start with. And then we will cover that on Tuesday. And then from there, we will keep iterating on the Bomberman. Not copy, but Bomberman. Sandbox Bomberman. Sandman. Sandbomb. Bombman. Sand. I don't know. We'll come up with a name for it. But if nobody has any other questions, thank you guys so much for tuning in. Appreciate y'all for being here. I will get squared away with Panda what it is that I can be giving away, and we will start doing giveaways next week, as long as I get the information. And I'm going to message her about that right now, so I do not forget. Panda. Boom. Okay. A messenger. So we will figure out what it is that I can be giving away on stream. There was something. I forget what it was. It might have been the weapons chest. Kind of rings a bell. But we'll see. I'll let you guys know whenever we get to that. But that hopefully will start next week for y'all. So a little bonus for tuning in. I know it's late for some of y'all. And it's getting late for even me. It's about 10 o'clock at night now. Yeah. So appreciate you guys, like I said, for being here. Second stream on the Sandbox. It's going good. Hopefully you guys are enjoying it. Like I said, and I'm going to keep saying, this is definitely going to be super basic focused. But please, even if you are an advanced builder, feel free to hang out and let me know suggestions or ideas or things that I'm doing wrong, because you guys are super smart and always able to help. And yeah, other than that, I think it's time to wrap up. And yes, we definitely will have to raid. Let me know who's streaming. Drop it in the chat so that I can just copy and paste it. Or actually, yeah, let me know their name or whatever, and I will shoot us on over to somebody. Fred, nice. Fred's built in again. Fred is gonna be great for all y'all builders that are more advanced. He's super smart, definitely knows what he's doing inside of the game maker. Super good with the rules system. So I don't know where he's at with the game, but I assume he's working on the Game Jam game for Dr. Bumpkus right now. And he has a very complex rules system going on for that. So if you're interested in learning more about the rules system, whenever I raid you on over there, bring it up, and I'm sure he'll be happy to talk about it. All right. Well, thanks again, guys, and I will catch y'all on the next stream. Let me find where OBS is, and I will send y'all on your way. Thanks again. Peace, y'all.
Something to say right now, and I don't care who hears. I wanna live my life to the fullest, yeah, move past all my fears. Here we come, here we are, now clap your hands with me. Say you will, say you can, so clap your hands with me. Sometimes you'll feel like you're all alone and there's nobody else around, but we're all here grooving next to you, so see all the friends you found. Ooh, yeah. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Here we come, here we are. Now clap your hands with me. Say you will, say you can. Clap your hands with me. Oh yeah. Come on everyone, I want to hear everybody clap your hands. All together now. Come on, I know you can do it. Say you will. Say you can. So clap, 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 clap your hands with me. You gotta feel the beat deep, deep down in your bones and let your body move. Don't let anybody say you cannot, cause you know that you
We can.
Shake that body there.
But Crafter's second episode ever on the Sandbox. Good job, Crafter. You can all. There's Pokemon chat if you'd like to try to catch it. Well, welcome in everybody. Hope you're having an amazing night. Right now, we are making areas that check if you're on the right team. So, it should pretty much be done because I already did all the game rules. City block. Hey, Crafter. Oh, yeah. Hey, Shakespeare. Yeah, one of my new favorite sound effects, the slurp. That reminds me, I have one of the noisiest drink options for stream today. I don't know if you can hear it. My microphone only picks up on some stuff, but I'll try to take the slurp as a reminder to take